Hello Cosmic Fam, it's your girl Cosmic Jazz 222, and today I am back with another pick a card reading. This time it's regarding what messages your spirit guides, your angels, and your spirit team want to relay to you at this moment. And what are some things you need to know? So I felt very pulled to do this type of reading. Just again, the world has been pretty crazy, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you, especially with the transits, have been going through a bit of a transition. So this video is primarily for confirmation, advice, and guidance. So anyways, if you are returning, welcome back, Cosmic Fam. It's so good for y'all to be here. And for those of you guys who are just coming across my channel for the first time, hi, welcome. So just some disclaimers before we begin. This is just a general reading, so that means not every single thing is going to resonate. That is fine. Like I said, my readings are purely for confirmation, guidance, and advice. So what you can do is take what resonates and leave what doesn't. All right? So anyways, let's get into the piles. So I have 3 piles for you. Now, for pile number 1, you guys have the serpentine crystal. Okay. Pile 2, you have fluorite. And then pile 3, you have green aventurine. So take a moment, pause the video, and meditate on each pile. Whatever number or crystal or card is really calling to you, definitely choose that pile. Now, if you feel drawn to multiple piles, definitely check them out because there might be additional messages for you. Anyways, with that being said, I will see you guys at your reading. Hello, pile 1. Welcome to your reading. So if you chose the serpentine crystal, this message is for you. So you may have been pulled towards this crystal specifically because it does deal with transformation, transitions, and connecting with your higher consciousness and spiritual body. So what I'm getting intuitively, pile 1, you could be literally connected to snakes or serpents, or even seeing those signs and symbolisms recently. But I'm also getting you might be going through a bit of a transition right now, or a transformation where it hasn't been necessarily the easiest. Let's put it that way. It hasn't been easy. And there is this uncertainty that you've been feeling regarding this. And you're probably wondering, when will this transformation end? When will I finally come out of the cocoon? So if you felt like that was for you, then that was for you. But anyways, let's see what your spirit guides and your angels and basically your spirit team want to tell you at this moment. Anyways, I felt called to just pull oracle cards today, so we're gonna see what's to come for you. All right, we have darkest fears. That's interesting. So this is technically the 9 of Swords. I'm just gonna put all of your cards out there. We have detach, justice. So 9-11, when I'm already getting with that combo, that's connected to Archangel Michael. So I want to say you are protected spiritually, even though things may seem very chaotic at the moment, even if you feel like your life is possibly in shambles as we speak. I'm hearing being ripped away. So you feel like something could have been ripped away from you. Maybe an opportunity, maybe a relationship, maybe some type of thing you truly wanted, but you were right there, but for some reason it was taken away. That's what I'm kind of getting. That's for some of you guys. Now let's see what else. We have storm warning. Yes. Just say yes. Okay. So if you had a question, the answer is yes. Okay, we have cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. A time to give rather than take, new moon in Virgo. Justice. So we have justice twice technically. Your career brings fairness and protection to others who need your help. Then retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So let's put those right here. And then start your adventure today. A sign you've never noticed before grabs your attention. It may take a little while to decode the message, but your intuition tells you it's important. Okay, let's put this right here. Channel. You are a channel through which healing energy reaches the world. And finally, passion. Maintain your enthusiasm for things. All right. So what I can say, Pal 1, I'm getting some very intense energies with you. Like I said, and this is tying back to your crystal, I feel like you're going through a bit of a change in your life. Well, I shouldn't say a bit. It feels pretty catastrophic. I'm not even going to lie with y'all. It feels like a tower. If I were to pull some tarot cards right now, I guarantee the tower card will come out. Just saying. So we have storm warning. What I'm already seeing is, or what I'm channeling, your angels are understanding that you are going through a situation, or maybe many situations, where it feels like your life is literally falling apart and you don't know what's to come in the near future. You don't know if you're going to be receiving justice. I'm definitely getting some of y'all are going through some type of legal case, legal situation. You don't know if you're going to be receiving justice. You don't know if things will turn around, because it just feels like it's one thing after the other. And you're reaching your breaking point. But for some of you guys, you probably reached your breaking point already. You feel like you've been cracked open, like you're broken down, you reach rock bottom. And that's what I'm seeing here with this card, cracked open. Now, the message that they want to tell you, first and foremost, they understand you are scared. They understand you're extremely scared. You don't know what's about to happen, but they're really calling for you to detach from whatever has been plaguing you mentally, to the point where you can't sleep at night. They're saying some things are indeed out of your control. And yes, you might be going through a stormy season at the moment. However, this isn't going to be a forever thing. I am getting, you will be receiving a turnaround. There will be a change that has been needed for quite some time now, but you're being called to retreat and take a step back and really take care of yourself at this moment. I'm even getting like, there are times when we feel alone. We feel like we're doing things by ourselves, but in actuality, even if it's on a spiritual level, we are supported in some way. And it might be through situations where we're not really focused on. It can be something as simple as somebody letting you cut in line, for example. Random people being kind to you. That could be a message that wants to come through. And that is like certain angelic energies being channeled through those people to communicate with you. And it can even be somebody telling you something, like a random stranger coming up to you and they say something and end up resonating. So pay attention to the dreams, pay attention to the signs that are being sent your way, because that is a way your angels are definitely communicating with you. It can even be through a billboard, quite literally. Now, there's something about the season you're in. You may not understand why you are going through it. I'm hearing, why do good people go through bad things? And why do bad people go through good things? I'm hearing that, like, why is this whole system inverted? You might be wondering that. You might be, and I'm even hearing, why does the good guy finish last? Like, I'm hearing those words. And you possibly said that because you felt like you've been getting the short end of the stick this whole time. Now, there is something bigger to all of this. Now, I'm not saying you deserve any of this, because you don't. You don't deserve this. However, you are supposed to do something with this experience. And there's something you can actually do to help other people in the future when all of this passes over. Because I'm going to tell you, like, yes, I don't feel like you can necessarily do anything at the moment because it's not in your hands. So you're being called to surrender. And I know people hate hearing that word, but this is like a primary case. Like, we literally have to detach here. Darkest fears and detach. They want you to detach from whatever rumination, whatever pessimistic thoughts that are in your head that's causing you to spiral. Detach from it, get outside, ground, do something you love, especially with passion here. Do something that will bring more life into your world. Maintain your enthusiasm for things. That's actually going to help you move through this transition stage of uncertainty, of chaos, finding things you love to do, or finding out new things you actually like to do. You're not supposed to just sit and wallow in your bed, for example, or sit on the couch and just cry all the time, because it's going to get to a point, pal one, where you're going to be tired of being tired. You're going to be tired of crying all the time, of being sad and depressed. You're going to be tired of it, and you're going to want to do something to transmute that energy. So if it's through creation, if it's through exercise, getting physically active to move the energy around your body, if it's to clean up your house, to help the energy of your home flow better, if it's to go outside, if it's to meet up with friends and really find your support group, doing things that will help you mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. The whole point is you need to really focus on yourself at this time, and it's okay if you can't show up for other people. However, if you are receiving help, or if people are extending an olive branch to you, don't be afraid to take it, because that is a way your spirit team and your angels are sending you support. Now, I kind of also feel like, for example, if this is a love situation, you are being called to disconnect from that situation. You are. Disconnect and try your best not to allow it to get the best of you, because there is a reason all of this is happening. And this is tying to my next point. Your career brings fairness and protection to others who need your help. Isn't that very interesting? And then we have a time to give rather than take. So you're being called to really think about how you are giving and receiving, right? And then we have the channel. You are a channel through which healing energy reaches the world. It feels like you are going through this because you're going to help people in the future who are going to go through similar situations as you in this current moment. And it's like you have the wisdom, you have the healing, you have the knowledge to really guide people in the future. So it's like you're the student right now. Like you're going through this crazy lesson. You're going through this painful transition. However, like the snake, you acquire knowledge through your transformation, and then you end up becoming the master, you're becoming the teacher. So I see you giving back in the future, and you end up helping. And that itself is a form of justice. However, that's not just the only way justice is going to be manifesting for you. If you're wondering, am I going to receive justice? Are things going to turn out in my favor? Is this not all in vain? Am I going through this in vain or not? Your answer is yes. And I saw 11:11. There will be justice. Things will turn out in your favor. It may not feel like it right now, but you're being called to surrender, have faith, trust, really connect yourself with your spirit team in any way that you can, because they really are with you at this moment. They're close by. I mean, I feel like that, but even at our darkest moments, we start to see signs. Like I can say this from my own experience. I was seeing signs like crazy when I was going through like a tough period in my life. And that's when our faith strengthens. That's when we start to find the light within us. Yes, you have all these fears, right? But all of this is showing us a side to ourselves that we can really use to our own benefit. You're an alchemizer, pal one. Like you can alchemize things. And let me tell you something, being a transmuter, being an alchemizer and a healer, that's not easy. I'm pretty sure some of y'all are like, man, I didn't sign up for this. Girl, who you telling? Who are you telling? Okay. I'm getting a Virgo energy as well. And the thing about Virgo, Virgo is all about healing. And I literally gave this message the other day to, I think it was my July horoscope readings. I was telling Virgo, I was like, you're not here to fix anything per se. You're here to heal. And although things may not go your way, even though things are not perfect, how you can react to it, how you end up moving, how you heal, and how you proceed forward is going to say a lot about your spiritual ascension, about where you are in your spiritual journey. All right. So if I can give you guys any advice, okay, so I'm going to pull some cards for you, pal one, from my tarot deck, because I feel like that is needed at the moment. I looked underneath the energy, or underneath the deck. We have the Star and the Eight of Cups reversed. So I'm seeing there's hope in here. There's hope on the horizon. You will start to see changes, but at this moment, please retreat. Please focus on yourself. Detach as much as you can. Learn to ground yourself. Connect with your spirit guides. And do things that you love. That's going to help you through this. That's all you can do. That's all you have control over at this moment. Not the outcome. Not the outcome. Now how things play out, but what you can do in your vicinity. That's all the control you have. Some symbolism I'm seeing Libra as well. So Virgo and Libra, you might have those in your chart. I'm also seeing, for some of y'all, I remember when I said something got ripped, you may have felt like something got ripped away from your hands. I know, like, specifically in the United States, it doesn't matter where you're at in the world, but maybe the area you're in has been getting hit with storms. And I know a lot of people have been going through it with their housing situation, with their overall stability because of these storms. So that could be for some of y'all. And maybe you guys really actually dealt with a storm and it just destroyed a lot of property and stuff. So that's for some of you guys. I'm seeing a dove as well. And that does with peace. So peace will be coming to you. Peace of mind. All right. We have the 5 of Cups reversed. Okay. What else does the collective need to know? Pile 1. What does Pile 1 need to know? High Priestess. Pay attention to your dreams, Pile 1. Please do. Because you're going to see like updates. I don't know. I just kind of get this vibe. You're going to be seeing updates or foreshadowing of what's to come. It might be very symbolic, but pay attention. I'm seeing you're very intuitive. For sure, you're very intuitive. So definitely do that. Excuse me. So 5 of Cups deals with healing, which I like to see. So I do see healing coming in the near future. And maybe I should look at the outcome. I'm seeing healing in the near future. Knight of Wands reverse. But this is all about you not trying to force something to happen, because it's going to have the opposite effect. Don't try to force anything to happen at this moment. 5 of Wands reverse is avoidance. All right? Avoidance, especially regarding a situation that is chaotic. There's a lot of parties involved, possibly. Don't put your hand in the cookie jar. That's what I'm trying to say. Take a step back. Let God, let your spirit team take the wheel. Everything will play out. And even with the High Priestess, you end up gaining some type of knowledge because of it. I'm getting Pisces as well. You gain knowledge, you gain insight. I'm actually saying you will be receiving some type of information soon. That will be very helpful. But you just have to wait. And I know that's hard to do. But again, it's a timing thing. Everything's happening accordingly, as it should. Let me see. So what can Pile 1 expect? 7 of Cups, 2 of Wands reversed, 10 of Pentacles. And then we also have the 2 of Swords. Definitely seeing a focus on your stability and the long term for you. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. So like I said, things will be turning around. Things will definitely be turning around for you. Now it's interesting. I'm also seeing confusion. I am seeing confusion in your energy about the signs. So my advice would be to write everything down. And I believe one of your cards said you're going to be seeing signs, but you may not necessarily understand it at first. Yeah, I think it was this one. Give me a second. It was this one. A sign you've noticed before grabs your attention. It may take a while to decode the message, but your intuition tells you it's important. So if you are seeing signs and you're like, Jazz, I don't know what this means, or like Spirit Team, I don't know what this means, you will figure it out in the future. But again, it's almost like you're not supposed to know just yet. And I just hate that there's so much uncertainty around your energy, but it's for a reason. So like I said, I'm not going to be a broken record, but please take care of yourself during this time. Detach from what's going on as much as you can and try to find your footing. Find balance. Just know there is a turnaround. There's many cards saying there will be a turnaround. But, and I'm even getting the worst has passed already. Like you went through the worst. So you don't have to worry about going through that thing once again. The worst has passed. It's only going up from here. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. So with that being said, Pile One, I hope this resonated. I'm sending you guys so much love and healing, and I hope everything plays out beautifully. It will. It will, but you just need to let your spirit team take the wheel. Quite literally, we got the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, they're gonna have to take the wheel. All right. With that being said, Pile One, I'll see you guys later. Bye. Hello, Pile Two. Welcome to your reading. So if you chose the fluorite, this message is for you. Now, you may have been gravitated to the fluorite crystal specifically because it deals with mental clarity, certainty, and being able to remove any mental fog that you could be experiencing. And it really helps with your discernment. So I'm definitely getting at this time, maybe you're feeling a little bit confused on which direction you're supposed to take or what's supposed to happen. I'm definitely getting, you feel stuck. If it's not mentally, maybe it's like literally in life. You feel a little bit stuck and you don't know what to do next. So maybe you're calling in or asking for some type of clarity, like a literal sign. So with that being said, we're gonna see what your angels gotta say to you. I will be using mostly oracle cards in this video. I just felt like I needed to. I will pull some more tarot cards if, you know, I feel called to. Anyways, let's see what they want to tell you. We got manifest. Excuse me. We have third eye chakra. Number 16. And that reduces to 7 or adds up to 7. So 7 is a very spiritual number. And we just had the 7-7 portal like a couple days before I'm recording this video. So it doesn't matter when you're seeing this, but there is something about messages. You are going to be receiving a message soon, Pal 2. This is either confirmation or maybe answers you've been looking for. But anyways, let me just pull the cards before we even start channeling. Okay, so let's do this one. We have door to romance, but it showed up reversed. I'm not sure if that was on purpose, but I'm gonna take note of that. I'm definitely gonna take note of it, but I usually read the cards upright. We have work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio. Star mother, how can you mother yourself? Jump in. Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change. Okay, nice. Attraction, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Infinite abundance, you're fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine life purpose. So cornucopia, I'm seeing cornucopias being highlighted. Let's do that. Surrender. Surrender your need to control the outcome. Just be with life in this present moment. Coins or small shiny objects may have been put in your path to draw your attention to important signs from the angels. Look around. And then finally, oh, this is a pretty card. Safeguard, protect new life, protect dreams. Interesting. Okay, so Pal 2, I actually like this message for you. You know what your angels are trying to tell you? Things may be a little bit unclear right now, but you are on the brink of a new chapter. And they want you to move forward with enthusiasm, with curiosity, and not be afraid of how your journey is going to pan out. They want you to be excited, actually. So starting off with manifest, I feel like Pal 2, you probably feel as if your manifestations are not being heard, your prayers are not being heard. I'm even seeing some of you guys may be like doing like spell work or magic and you feel like it's not doing anything. It is doing a lot. All right, just know your intentions, your prayers are being heard. And it's like, you know what I'm hearing? It's like you don't know what's coming. You have no idea what's about to literally drop into your lap. What I'm getting is with your third eye, you are being called specifically to work on that. Because the third eye, yes, that's dealing with your spiritual abilities, but it also deals with discernment. And like I said, you know, the third eye is located between your brows, essentially. So that's where your head is. So again, the mind is being highlighted. You really need to work on that chakra specifically because you're going to receive more downloads in the near future and signs. And as you work with that chakra, if you're listening to meditation music, if you're doing third eye chakra meditation, wearing amethyst around your neck, or, you know, carrying that crystal around, because I keep seeing purple. Like we have purple here, purple, even the new moon Scorpio, this card is purple, and we also got this. Work on your third eye chakra. That's going to help with the discernment. You're going to notice ideas are coming to you quicker. Epiphanies, revelations. You're going to be noticing, wait, like connecting the dots. And I'm seeing a light bulb in my mind's eye. So you're going to see the light bulb really flicking on finally. And this is possibly the confirmation you've been needing. What I'm getting is it all is within you. All the answers are already inside of you, like mentally. You just have to clear out the noise, because I'm hearing like you're in a place or environment or maybe a time in life where there's a lot of noise around you. So maybe that's why you're feeling a little bit uncertain. Maybe people are telling you one thing, but in your heart, in your gut, you're just like, no, I don't think I should do that. I don't think that's where my path lies. So I would say trust that instinct, pal, too. Definitely trust that. And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to do things your own way, even if other people are like telling you, like, you know, maybe you shouldn't do that. Maybe trust your gut for once. Listen to yourself, because maybe that's been an issue, an ongoing issue you've been dealing with. You haven't been trusting yourself, haven't been trusting your own abilities. This is a time to really step up and lead your own life, pal, too. But at the moment, yes, you're being called to surrender. Again, I feel like things will ravel and reveal itself as the time progresses, but you just need to allow things to happen naturally, because you really, you know what I'm saying Amazon, like you sent out the order already and the package is being delivered to you. So you gotta like wait, you know, that waiting period of it getting shipped and delivered. Like that's what this feels like. So have trust in that. Now, for others of you, I am getting something about love. There's something about you attracting. Again, we got manifest. So you are attracting. You put the attentions out there, all right? We got infinite abundance. It says you're fully supported as you devote yourself to divine life purpose. So maybe you are questioning your purpose in life or what you're supposed to be doing. Like I said, you're abundant already, but you are attracting more to you. And the fact that we got coins here, so you might be seeing coins or shiny objects. All of those things are connected to abundance. And we also have attraction here. So you are attracting new opportunities. Now, okay, I know I'm all over the place. So the fact that we have door to romance in reverse, if this is regarding love or opening up your heart to new connections, new friends, new opportunities in that sense, I think you've been wanting it. And yes, you put the intentions out there. However, you have fear. You're afraid. You are afraid of going through certain situations in the past once again. It's like you want love or you want connections, but you're kind of repelling it through fear. Let me tell you something, pal, too. Fear is the opposite of love. So when you're operating in fear and you're trying to attract love, what do you think is going to happen? There's going to be stagnancy. You might be dealing with people who are only confirming your fears because you're in that vibration. That's why we have new moon in Scorpio. Some of y'all could be a Scorpio. You got Scorpio in your chart. I'm hearing Venus in Scorpio. That's for some of y'all. Or you got Gemini. I'm seeing Gemini for some reason. Anyways, that's why your card is work through your fears. Because if you operate in the energy of love, and I know you can. I know, pal, too. You have a big heart. Maybe that's why you feel very protective of it. We got safeguard. Protect your dreams. Protect your new life. So you feel very protective over yourself. Even with Star Mother, how can you mother yourself? You know, when it comes to self-care and protection, I think you got it on lockdown. However, I think the problem is you're building walls instead of building bridges, and that is the issue. That's the issue. So if you really want to attract more love, more people into your life, you have to work through that fear. And maybe that's connected to the third eye. Having more discernment, having more trust in yourself. And that's the thing. If you have more trust in yourself, if you know, okay, I just got to be discerning with who I'm entertaining. I have to play it smart. yeah, you got to play it smart. I think you'll have more confidence really being open to people, really unlocking that door. The door is trying to open, but it's like you're kind of pushing it shut because you're afraid, even though you're wanting it to open. So, pal, too, I'm here to stop living in the past. Stop living in the past. You're not in that timeline again. Like I said, you are entering a new chapter. You're being called to jump in, quite literally. Say yes to change. Change is trying to happen. It's not, and that's the difference between you and Pal 1's reading. In Pal 1, the change they're going through is a bit chaotic. It's crazy. It's difficult. It's basically a tower. They're going through a tower, but you went through a tower already, possibly in the far past. So you're basically the world right now. You're in the world stage. If we connect this back to tarot, the major arcana, you are the world, and the full moment is trying to happen, but it's like you're not trying to close out that cycle completely. So my advice to you, Pal 2, please be open. Don't be afraid. I know there's some people out here that you're like, girl, I don't know. Like, they're crazy. You know, I get it. People be on demon time. I understand. However, as you work on your discernment, third eye chakra, as you have more trust in yourself and even in your spirit guides to guide you, that's why the third eye chakra is being highlighted. Not only will this help with your own discernment, but will help you connect closer to your spirit guides and really interpret the messages they're trying to send you. So once you do that and you move forward with excitement, with enthusiasm, with this mindset of I'm ready and I'm excited, I'm hopeful, I'm happy, I know everything will happen the way it should for my highest good. When you are in that mindset, let me tell you something. You're going to see a bunch of movement. Okay? Girl, what in the world? So I'm sorry. I have meditation music playing, but an ad came out and it showed a bunch of people riding in a car into the sunset. So yes, you're making moves, okay? You're gonna be moving. You're going to be making a lot of progress. And yes, being surrounded by people, but you have to allow the door to be open. Don't resist it. Say yes. Say yes, Pal 2. If you're wondering, Jazz, what should I say? Yes. Point blank, period. And enjoy. Enjoy what's in front of you. Enjoy the life, the opportunities, the fun, the hobbies, whatever can help elevate you emotionally, make you feel present. Do those things because that's what's bringing in the infinite abundance. Some of you guys might be connected to this reminds me of the Virgin Mary. I'm pretty sure this is the Virgin Mary. Some of you guys could be connected with her. And if you know about the story of Mary, she was visited by the angel Gabriel, who told her she was going to be the mother of the Son of God. And although that is a pretty insane message to receive, and she doesn't know what exactly is going to happen, she said yes enthusiastically. So the focus here is communication with your guides, strengthening that because they're here to guide you, even through moments of confusion and uncertainty. Something has been predestined and they're here to help you. So maybe you guys should read the Bible. That's for some of y'all. If you feel connected to that, read the Bible and specifically read about Mary, the mother of Jesus. So there's that. I'm also seeing what other symbolisms. Yeah, I saw a cornucopia. So that means you're in abundance. I'm also seeing an eye here. Some of you guys could feel connected to Andromeda. That's the other galaxy near ours, I think. You see how there's an eye and we have third eye. So again, open your eyes, connect with it. Do things to protect your dreams. That's what I'm hearing. Or protect yourself while you are asleep. So do a prayer. Maybe I'm getting some of y'all may have been having nightmares. Maybe that's why you're scared to really work on your third eye. Call in protection. Like I said, your spirit team are here. But if you are having nightmares, okay, this is a channel that wants to come through. If you are having nightmares or you're having, quote, bad dreams, it's not really a premonition. It's not really about what's happening around you. It's your fears manifesting finally. It's your subconscious coming up to the surface through your dreams. So that's a message for somebody. You are not being attacked. I wouldn't say that. You're not being attacked. So no spiritual attacks. It feels like your fears that have been suppressed, that you've been suppressing, are coming up to the surface for you to address. Write down what your dreams or what your nightmares are like and really sit with it. What is it trying to tell you? How do you feel about it? What are you seeing? Because you will be noticing patterns. All right. So I'm going to pull some tarot cards for you real quick. Give me a second. What does Pile 2 need to know? What other messages does Pile 2 need to know? I'm also seeing there's a feminine around you. There's like a feminine spirit guide, or maybe this is a loved one that passed over. It could be like a mother, a grandmother, an aunt. Maybe somebody who, like an ancestor. They're coming through. Anyways, what else does Pile 2 need to know? The world. Girl, didn't I just say you are the world in tarot? Look. But the problem is, it showed up reverse. How I interpret the world reverse is a cycle that keeps happening. It's a cycle that's not closing. So Pile 2, close up that cycle. And part of it is the fear. That's the residual energy, the fear. And that's what's stopping you from truly moving forward. Okay, we have temperance. Balance yourself. Okay, balance yourself, alchemize. You have magic within you, for sure. You have these abilities, very strong abilities to make the impossible possible. But you're being called to find balance within yourself and work with what you have around you. This is also an angelic figure. It looks like she has an eclipse behind her. So some of you guys could have been born during an eclipse or was it a full moon, a new moon? I'm seeing Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, and Aquarius being highlighted here. We have the Knight of Cups. This is you rejecting. And then the Tower. Like I said, you rebuilt everything already. You are no longer in the Tower energy of destruction. You have been rebuilding ever since. So, like I said, you're closing out the cycle, but you need to fully put your foot in the door and not try to be scared about it. Yeah, I'm really telling y'all, you need to stop being scared. Pile 2, please stop being scared. Like, you got so much head in your way. Like, you don't even see it coming because you're scared. Someone could be a life path 33 or life path 3. Unbind yourself. The devil reverse. You're no longer trapped. Move forward. Okay. So with that being said, Pile 2, I hope that message resonated. Good luck. There's a lot of amazing things coming to you. It's love coming. It's opportunities. It's even emotional healing. And most importantly, clarity. But make sure you are allowing things to happen. Don't try to resist. That's why surrender. When we see surrender, people often think, oh, I can't do anything. I can't make something happen. It's not necessarily you wanting to make something happen. Is you rejecting and trying to avoid something from happening. Let go. Pile 2, let go and say yes. That's all you got to do. So with that being said, I hope this resonated and I'll see you guys later. Bye. Hello, Pile 3. So if you chose the Green Aventurine, this will be your pile and message. So the Green Aventurine is a pretty staple green crystal that many people use. This is connected to the heart chakra. Well, technically all the other crystals to a certain extent are connected to the heart chakra, but this one specifically is all about self-healing, abundance, and self-love. At this moment, you could be trying to heal or working on your heart chakra to either heal past, I'm hearing past trauma from previous connections of all sorts, and to open your heart for new opportunities. So this also deals with abundance. So you're probably calling in or wanting more abundance in your life, prosperity, and good luck. So those are some nice things to call in. Now, I'm going to be pulling your cards. I am working with mostly oracle cards today because I felt called to do so. But if I need to pull out the tarot cards, I will do as well. Anyways, let's see what your spirit guides and spirit team want to tell you right now, Pile 3. Find balance is showing up. We also have the crown chakra. Interesting. Third chakra, this is the solar plexus, Archangel Chamuel. So you have an archangel showing up in your reading. We have, don't let your past hold you back. That's interesting. I said some of you guys could be healing from a situation of the past. We also have deep replenishment, retreat, rest, and be held. Breath of the cosmos, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. Okay. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Okay. And then travel. Your life purpose involves traveling. All right, let's see what else. At times, your angel may want to share a bit of information or impart some knowledge to you. She may do this by having a book fall off the shelf or open to a certain page. Read and learn. Interesting. Release. Release anything that keeps you from your path of authenticity. And then finally, confused. Calmly analyze. Clarify your thoughts. All right. So these are your cards. What am I getting for you, Pile 3? First and foremost, there's so many cards connecting to the past. So like similar to what your crystal is all about, I did say heart healing. So I do feel at this moment, your spirit team and your guides want you to enjoy life specifically. There's something about you. So what I'm seeing in my mind's eye, I'm seeing somebody living life to the fullest, doing things they love, traveling. I'm getting someone traveling to different countries and enjoying cultures or getting to know new people. For some reason, Pile 3, I feel like you guys are my very spiritual pile. Just the fact that we got angels up in here. I did say this is a message from your angels, but one of the angels that are closely working with you is Archangel Chamuel. And this deals with the solar plexus. So this is all about your confidence, your determination, you feeling good within yourself to make moves and to take action. Some of you guys could have Leo placements or embody solar energy, the sun. We also have the crown chakra, which again, we have two chakras showing up. Crown chakra is at the top of your head, and this is all about your sense of purpose, spiritual awakening, spiritual purpose, spiritual mission. So I feel like you guys are very, very much my spiritual pal. Now, you are being guided at this moment to release anything that is stopping you from truly moving forward. For some of y'all, this is dealing with beliefs, limiting beliefs that have stopped you from really living the life that's meant for you. And this could be because of fear of judgment, I'm hearing, fear of being ostracized or feeling left out. I'm getting a lot of y'all consider yourself as the black sheep. You feel as if you've had issues really connecting with people, maybe throughout life. And not saying you don't have any friends or anything of that nature, but you just notice there's this isolating presence around you where it always had to be you making the decisions or you standing up for yourself and advocating, and it almost felt like not many people were willing to do that for you. And it even stemmed back to your family life. Maybe you felt like this with your family. So I am seeing right now you're being called to really, yes, connect with your spirit guides, but they are trying to help you feel more certain with yourself and not be afraid to take risk and not be afraid to pursue the life that you know is calling for you, like calling towards you. It's like they want you to enjoy life. They want you to experience. And for some reason, you've been, not saying stuck, but it's just something has been stopping you. And I don't feel like it's necessarily finances or if it's like societal stuff. It's more of beliefs. It's beliefs. People who you had around you, even people that are around you right now, is like, where's the support? Where is like my cheerleaders? Like, that's what this is feeling like. I'm also getting I'm seeing your throat chakra. That's crazy, pile 3. So all types of chakras are being highlighted for you. It's not just the crown. It's not just the third eye. I mean, the third chakra. This is the solar plexus. But it's also your throat chakra. You see how she is breathing? I'm not sure if it's breathing or talking out the universe. There is something about you being a manifester and your words holding so much weight and power. Pile 3, how have you guys been talking to yourself? What type of words are you telling yourself? Are you saying affirmations, or are you, again, basically regurgitating beliefs that have been limiting you? Oh, I can't do this because of X, Y, and Z. Oh, I'm not pretty enough. I'm not ready for this. I'm not good enough. Like, am I even capable? Like, am I good for this thing, for this position, for this relationship? Do I deserve any of this? How have you guys been talking to yourself? Because that is just a mere reflection of not really how you think about yourself. Because I feel like you guys been doing some healing work, but there's something about limiting beliefs that have been projected on you that are kind of becoming subconscious, and that's something you have to be wary of. That's why we have find balance here. Find balance within your mind, body, and soul. I'm seeing there's so much you want to accomplish in this lifetime. This, yes, includes love, being in a beautiful connection, pursuing your life purpose, having abundance, owning property. Like, you have all these goals, giving back to people, wanting kids, or maybe establishing a more stable family life. Like, you have all these goals, but you feel like maybe you're not good enough to do so, or maybe those things will never happen for you. It even includes travel, being able to travel globally to different parts and really expand your knowledge. You're supposed to learn about the world. You're not supposed to be tied down, pile 3. You're supposed to be exploring, and that helps you acquire more knowledge, and that's going to sustain you spiritually. Like, it feeds your soul by going out and not being limited. Because I keep seeing you're here. There's like chains. I'm seeing chains. Like, you're being chained to the past. But those chains aren't real. It's like you can release them anytime you want. But it's just mentally, you may not feel as if you're ready or you're good enough. I'm also saying that's why pay attention to the red flags are here. Pay attention to how you're speaking to yourself or how others are speaking to you. I don't feel like you have to worry too much about other people, but it's just sometimes people say certain things that are not in alignment with us, and it's only a projection of their own insecurities. So yeah, it's like, don't take on other people's emotions or ideologies if it doesn't align with you, because it's not how you feel. That's their own feelings, and that has nothing to do with you. So pile 3, it feels like you have to really embody your own individuality, even if others may not understand it. That's why you have to have balance with your crown chakra. If you have a higher purpose, if there's a mission for you, everybody else, what they're saying, how they think about you, does not matter. So release the negative self-talk. Release the limiting beliefs that do not align with you, that really don't apply to you. Let's be real. Just because somebody else can't travel or their purpose isn't this doesn't mean you're the same way. No, you're meant to be out there. You can really talk things into existence. And I'm getting, if you have a strong desire to do something, it's not just something you want to do. It's actually what your spirit team and God are encouraging you to do. So be more receptive and connected to your desires, to things that you feel very gravitated and resonating towards. That's my advice to you. And make sure you are living your most authentic life. Don't be confused by the noise. Don't be confused by other people. I'm also hearing your sense of balance is going to be different from others. And I'm also hearing being balanced in an unbalanced world. See, it's like that's the thing about you, pile 3. You're probably confused because you're actually really balanced for the most part. Like, you're discerning, you're grounded, but the environment around you and maybe the way the world is functioning, it's all imbalanced. Everybody is imbalanced. Everybody is not grounded. So of course, you're going to feel like the oddball. You're going to feel like, dang, is there something wrong with me? No, there's nothing wrong with you. It's actually the environment you're in. So maybe that's why I keep seeing you need to leave, or you need to expand your outreach or expand elsewhere. And this will nourish you. I see the ocean. So some of you guys might be connected to water, lakes, rivers. Those are very healing for you. I'm also seeing something about you gaining information. So again, I feel like pile 3, you're supposed to be learning. You're supposed to be receiving some form of education. It may not necessarily be your more traditional education, like going to school, receiving like a higher form of education. This feels more spiritual. This could be learning about religion, learning about philosophy, psychology, how people function. Even if it's just a random page, like if you feel like you want to read a book, flipping to a random page, that could be some insight you end up receiving. You know what I'm thinking about? So sometimes I have some friends who, they would read the Bible here and there if they feel called to. What they would do is they will randomly flip to a page in the Bible and read a verse, and that verse would pertain to their life. So I'm not saying to read the Bible if you don't feel, if that's something you're not comfortable with, or you're like, I don't practice that, but maybe you want to try it out. Or if there is religious texts, ancient religious texts, even regarding astrology or tarot, flip to a random page and see what message comes through. That's for some of you guys, because you never know. You never know. There's always information around us. That's how your spirit team is, I guess, connecting with you. But overall, if I can give you any advice from them, don't limit yourself. Release the past. Release the limiting beliefs, the fears, the negative self-talk, ideas that don't serve you, that don't align with your higher purpose. Release all of that. Make sure you're balancing your crown, your solar plexus, and your throat, because this deals with all this deals with authenticity. Okay, starting with the solar plexus, you feeling confident with yourself, the throat chakra, you speaking your own truth, you expressing yourself authentically, and the crown chakra is all about your higher purpose. So make sure you're balancing those 3 chakras specifically. I'm getting fuchsia, white, the color white, fuchsia. I'm also seeing yellow and blue. Those colors could be highlighted for you. All right. And don't allow the noise to confuse you. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull some cards, some tarot cards, just to get final messages. Okay. What else does pile 3 need to know? 8 of Cups. Walking away. You see how she's walking towards the ocean? Okay, so for some of you guys, I'm getting a love message here. Maybe that's why they pay attention to the red flags is showing up. Some of you guys might be thinking about disconnecting from someone, or just taking space to clear your thoughts, no longer allow the confusion to settle in. Some of y'all feel like you've been surrounded by people for too long. I don't know if that's the best way to word it, but there's somebody in your vicinity where you feel like, dang, I'm spending too much time with you, and I'm starting to notice I'm mimicking your own behaviors and your own thought process. And you're probably like, I don't want to do that. That's not what you feel. Is not my feelings. What you believe in is not what I believe in. So I feel like some of you guys are trying to disconnect from either a person, a romantic partner, or a friend group or a friend. And it's like you need time alone to find your voice again. Yeah, it feels like your voice has been drowned out by other people. The Tower, and this is for you to rebuild, reconstruct your own mind, your own thought process. This could even be with family too. You know, sometimes family, like I said, things can start off during childhood. We have the Hermit. This is you taking time alone. And the one thing about the Hermit is going to explore by himself. He's going to be on his own journey, and he has his own inner light to guide him. So that's what this feels like. I'm not saying you guys are going to be alone, or if you're in a beautiful connection, you guys are going to separate. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying you want time alone. You're going to be retreating a little bit. And that's when you end up finding yourself, finding your voice, and really discerning and connecting with your spirit guides. Your spirit guides want you to take time alone. That's interesting. Two of Swords. Yeah, because there's this back and forth. You're tired of this conflicting energy, being confused, being at a standstill. You know the minute you disconnect, you're going to gain so much clarity. Yeah, and then the Queen of Wands, this is you feeling confident within yourself. So if you really need to retreat, Pile 3, go ahead and do so. Take time alone. Meditate if you need to. If you want to go on trips by yourself, of course, be safe, be smart about it. But if that's what you feel called to do, go ahead and do it. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles, nurture yourself in that way. Take care of yourself, Pile 3. Have fun. Yeah, Four of Wands. And that's how you rehash your stability. Yeah, and then the High Priestess reversed. Because you're not trusting your own discernment. You're not trusting your own voice. You're confused. So that's something you can work on. Yeah, my right eye is shaking too. So with that being said, Pile 3, I hope this resonated. Pretty good message. Put yourself out there. Don't be afraid. Do what makes you happy. That's my message for y'all. And that's what your spirit team wants you to do. So with that being said, I'll see you guys later. Bye.